The Patriots are in an interesting position as they had the number 4 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, but there's really only about 2 players that the top 5 teams are fighting for, Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. What would it look like if the Patriots ended up trading down in the first round of the draft? They possibly trade away pick number 4. Well, some ESPN analysts actually weighed in as to what that trade could look like and who they could possibly get. So we're going to break that down here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Allie Barefoot, and believe it or not, we are 17 days away from the NFL Draft happening. You guys remember back in 2023, Christian Gonzalez was pick number 17. So if you are ready for 2025, NFL Draft, go on ahead and spam me in the comment section down below. The more me's I get, the more I'll know you guys want us to go live here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Be sure to spam me in the comment section. That way, I know who's ready. So the reason why there is a possibility the Patriots could possibly trade down is because Adam Schefter has the latest report saying that 2+ weeks ahead of the NFL Draft, there are signs that are pointing to the Browns now using the number 2 overall pick on Colorado's Travis Hunter. And we knew that Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, it may be a huge possibility that they're not there with pick number 4. So what would the Patriots do? So here is now with the latest update, Adam Schefter tweet, what the possible picks 1 through 4 mock draft could look like. The Tennessee Titans select Cam Ward, number 1 overall. The Cleveland Browns go number 2 with Travis Hunter. The New York Giants select Abdul Carter with number 3. And then the Patriots, well, that might end up being a trade. Because in reality, yes, you can go get Will Campbell. You can possibly get Mason Graham and Armand Membou, maybe even draft a little bit early to Teteroa McMillan. But is it more feasible for New England to possibly trade with a team that is more needy of the number 4 position and draft more later on down the road? Because if the Giants don't pick Sanders, the Patriots could absolutely make a trade because we do know there are teams towards the end of the first top 10 picks that do actually need a young quarterback to either develop or they need him to start right away. So if the Giants don't take Shedeur Sanders and they take Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, there are a few teams that could still use a Sanders on their NFL team. So when I look at the NFL draft order, and I know that through the first 10 picks here, Patriots obviously there at pick number 4, you start to get a little bit more needy towards the back end. Not just quarterback needy, just because they need better players. You could possibly look at the New York Jets, who are still struggling with a quarterback. Yes, they have Justin Fields, but is that really who they want to be their future? The Carolina Panthers might want to trade up and draft Will Campbell. The New Orleans Saints might want to draft up and get Shedeur Sanders, also there with Derek Carr. So if I really had to pick 2 teams that I could actually see the Patriots making a trade on that day with, it would either be the New Orleans Saints or the Carolina Panthers. Not because the Panthers need Sanders, but because they could use some offensive line help with a Will Campbell, possibly even on the defensive side with Mason Graham. But the Saints would make that trade because of Shedeur Sanders, because they do currently have Derek Carr and Spencer Rattler in their quarterback room as well. So I asked you guys this question before I hop into what the ESPN analysts had to say. Should the Patriots trade down? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'm really 50-50 here. I do think that you can just take best overall, take Will Campbell, take Armand Membou, bulk up the offensive line, and continue to move on. But if the right trade is there, I have no problem trading down with a needier team lower in the top 10 of the NFL draft order. So I will break that down here actually. Will the Patriots trade down, not for an offensive lineman, but the ESPN analyst Mina Kimes actually threw out a possible name along with NFL analyst Dane Brugler about a possible pass catcher that could be good for New England. But before I do break down what those analysts had to say, I do want to tell you guys real quick about the official ticketing partner of Patriots Today by Chat Sports. We're talking about Game Time. Game Time is the best app to get tickets to any sporting event, concert, comedy show, or maybe even the theater. You guys can get tickets right there in your neighborhood in Boston, or you can get tickets all over America to make sure you're seeing your favorite artists, your favorite players, or your favorite teams. My number 1 favorite feature about using Game Time, because I have purchased several tickets using Game Time, is the fact that you guys can see the view in your seat in the app before you buy. A nice little 180 panoramic view to make sure that you guys love where you are sitting and you're not too close to the men's restroom or sitting behind a pole. Not to mention, you're going to get the lowest price guaranteed. And they even have zone deals, which save even more when you choose a section and then you let Game Time choose the seat. There are so many different features that Game Time allows that'll help you save money and enjoy your experience, whether it's for yourself, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or a family member, maybe even just taking some friends out for a good time. You guys know you can always go check out the Boston Red Sox, the Boston Celtics, the Bruins, the New England Patriots. You can even go check out minor league teams or any concerts that are coming near you. All you guys have to do is download the Game Time app. You guys are going to want to create an account and then use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase while terms do apply. Go on ahead and check out that app today. Download Game Time today because what time is it? It is game time. Are the New England Patriots trading down in the first round of the NFL draft? It's a huge possibility, especially because not only did we know the New York Giants were interested in Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter, but now the Browns are interested in both of those star players as well. So NFL ESPN analyst Mina Kimes had a hypothetical trade in mind. She said on her podcast, the Saints are going to move from 9 to 4 to take Shedeur Sanders. That is what she's predicting in her mock draft. And it's not crazy. It's really not. Because of Derek Carr and Spencer Rattler, the Saints need an absolute shakeup at their quarterback room right now. So her mock draft here, her hypothetical trade, is actually loaded for the New England Patriots. The New Orleans Saints would receive pick number 4, in which they would select Shedeur Sanders with the 4th overall pick. The Patriots would trade down. They would now pick 9th overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. They would also get the Saints' 2nd and 3rd round pick in the 2025 Draft and a 2nd round pick in 2026. Holy cow. Would you take this trade? Type A for accept, type D for decline. I mean, it seems like we are 110% winning this type of opportunity with the New Orleans Saints, especially in a draft like this where there's really only a couple of prize players. I think you can absolutely make this trade. If the New Orleans Saints are willing to give up a handful of draft picks just for one pick to secure Shedeur Sanders, I'm absolutely taking that pick. I don't know if the New Orleans Saints would be willing to give that much or if that trade would work out. It might just sound better on paper than it actually does in reality, but that would be big time for New England because, like I said, we're in a draft where there are a couple of superstars and the rest, they're kind of on a similar playing level in terms of they were great in college. How will that translate to the NFL? But Mina Kimes mentioned 2 players that could possibly still be available at pick number 9, and I don't see either of these picks being bad for New England. Possibly selecting tight end Tyler Warren from Penn State. And I know we got Hunter Henry and we have Austin Hooper, but he is arguably one of the best pass catchers in the NFL draft this year. And then Armand Membou at your offensive line, which I have talked about Membou before. I really like him, and we do still need to bulk up the offensive line. So let's talk about Tyler Warren here a little bit. What could the Patriots possibly get in a pass catcher to also add along with Hunter Henry, Demario Douglas, and Stephon Diggs, and pending any other wide receivers they pick up in the draft? Warren is without a doubt an absolute dog. 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. He also knows how to tote the rock as well. 26 carries for 218 yards. The guy is a playmaker. And I have no doubt that Josh McDaniels will be able to find some room for Warren to excel this year. But we also addressed the pass catcher needs when we added Stephon Diggs in free agency. We have yet to address the left side of our offensive line, which is where Armand Membou does come into play. 4 penalties in 2024, 9 hurries, 0 hits, and 0 sacks allowed for his Mizzou quarterback. That is a stat that I am carrying with me all the way until April 24th when the NFL draft does kick off. So Dane Brugler actually gave his take here. He said, you could make the argument Tyler Warren's the best pass catcher in the draft. And so to add him to that offense makes sense, even if it's not a true what they need. But Brugler said, I'm still going with the tackle. And I absolutely agree with them. I do think Tyler Warren and Drake May would be electric. But if we had a better offensive line, then absolutely. Trading down to get a guy like Warren or possibly an Amari and Hampton on the running back side or maybe even a Teteroa McMillan as a pass catcher, it does make sense. But the number one need the Patriots have heading into the first round of the draft is offensive line. And if Armand Membou is available at pick number 9, if you do trade down with the New Orleans Saints, you need to select Membou. I'm not going to be mad if they select Tyler Warren. It'll fall very in line with the Patriots' unexcusable draft picks in the last couple of years. But if they disregard the offensive tackle position like they have in the past, it won't matter what pass catcher you have because Drake May's not going to have any time to throw. So I'm going to take Armand Membou if they do trade with the Saints, get pick number 9, and he is available. But you guys let me know. Would you rather have Tyler Warren from Penn State or Mizzou's Membou? Go on ahead, type TW in the comment section or type AM. Let me know which one you guys would rather have in the comment section down below. The NFL draft is just weeks away. I want you guys to be here for everything that we have on all 3 days. Go on ahead and hit that sub button for me on Patriots Today by Chat Sports if you guys haven't already.